Evening, folks. Brian here. It's Friday, August 15, 2025. You're not going to be seeing me as much anymore. I'll explain before I do. I just finished watching Mr. Ben Davidson, Suspicious Observers, or whatever he calls himself now, video today, how he is promoting his hypothesis of aliens are here to help survivors after the next disaster cycle. He and others are really gone cuckoo, wacko. But of course, many of us know that he is a spook put in place by the government to deny the existence of the binary system coming in. So he promotes this end of civilization event, which will kill 95% of Earth's population. Keeps on giving us contradiction dates, late 2030s to the 2040s. Then he said the 2050s, and then he backtracked and went back a lot sooner to 2030s. Anyway. And by the way, where does all this fit in with the Bible? In the book of Revelation, nowhere does it say that 95% of the people will be dead from any event. It says in Revelation 6 that power will be given to him to take away the life of 1/4. And then later in Revelation 9, another 1/3. And of the fire and brimstone, he states, of fire and brimstone in the Bible, Ben Davidson states that it's going to be his micronova. Really? A micronova only hits the sun side. Is God or his angels going to limit his wrath to only 1/2 of the earth? Where in the Bible does it say that? Now, I need somebody, you're not going to find it. What was the last disaster cycle that he is promoting 6,000 years ago? What happened? What disaster happened 6,000 years ago? You won't find anything because nothing happened. There were some advancements in communications, in writing, and so forth. There was no disasters. As compared to me, where I have clearly shown and I have outlined and I have provided the documents, the research material to show you that something happens every 3,650 years, approximately, give or take. And as I have detailed, I went back 29,000 years. I've shown you, I give you the material to look over. The reason why Ben Davidson's talk today kind of caught my attention is, first of all, it's just a psyop, okay? This other news of this long cylindrical object way out there in space, much larger than the first one discovered. Apparently it's on a trajectory course towards Earth, and it may be have a self-propulsion unit, and it may be of alien in nature. The reason why I haven't gotten into that, because I know that's all the psyop too, it's all a distraction. That's all it is. They are preparing your mind. Yeah, you're going to see the sights and the wonders and great terrors from the heavens above, so it says in the Bible. Yes, and in Luke 21, verse 26, men's hearts failing him for fear, in anticipation of that which is coming upon the earth. For the powers of the heavens will be shaken. So everything, it's all just one big massive psyop. And for me, it's easy to connect what he said in this video today to everything else that's happening. He is so anti-religious, never mind the fact that he wears a cross. So is that fake, phony Christian blonde mouth spokesperson for the office of the President of the United States. the liar. You know who I'm talking about. Now, yes. Oh, look who it is.
Binary, dark star, dead star moving our way cause the same magnetic anomalies. No, and no such thing exists. Okay? Stop listening to Terrell. He doesn't have a damn clue what he's talking about. There is no Nibiru. There is no Planet X. Nothing is coming. Nothing is here. Unless you're talking about the galactic current sheet. That's here. That's been here.
Get back in your hole. Nurse, sedate him. Let's go over some facts, people. Ben Davidson has repeatedly proclaimed to be an astrophysicist, geophysicist, mathematician, scientist, world class, as he has stated. Listen, people. He has no academic or any other standing anywhere. Nothing. And in fact, by law, he has committed fraud. When you identify yourself as a position like that, or a standing like that, and you're not, you commit fraud. Now, as for people who says, well, he was a lawyer. No, he was not a lawyer. He was a Juris Doctorate from the Capital University Law School. That's all he was. And again, no science training whatsoever. Nothing more than me. Okay. Now, he does have a degree in economics from the Denison University, which has got nothing to do with the subject matter in which he reports upon on a daily basis, just like me. The difference is one tells truth and the others are fraud put in place to deny the existence, you know what I'm talking about, of the binary system coming in. Now, he likes to use fancy word salads to try and impress you, and he repeatedly says as a qualification that he has hyperthymesia. Let me give you the proper definition of hyperthymesia. It is not a measure of one's intelligence or intellect. Absolutely not. It's the ability to remember past life experiences, especially traumatic, and it's believed to be associated to people with OCD. You heard me. Okay. And other mental instabilities. It's got nothing to do with intelligence. So everything that he gives you, it's all falsehoods. It's all lies. It's all fraudulent. As for these peer-reviewed papers, I've asked for a great many years, show me the link to the accepted peer review paper. Show me. I want to read it. Co-authored. As for his Doomsday Ranch, the Observer Ranch, he makes it to be a place of refuge during a SHTF situation. It's not a defendable area. It is not protected from the elements. There's no water sources. There's no availability for producing food. People are being sucked into it. Do you want to know his destination address? Do you want to know what's down the road from where he lives? The NORAD complex in Cheyenne Mountain. It's a 10-minute drive from his house. I mapped it out. As for his wife leaving him, while she got herself pregnant while at the ranch with some other guy. And by his statement, he lost custody of his children. He cannot take them across the state lines. And when they come to visit, his parents are always with the children. Supervised visits, I suspect. You see, people, stress can get to people. You have the burden of knowledge and seeing how things are all coming together, the signs, and with scripture to see the earth changes taking place. And when you make a hypothesis and you see it come to fruition, just like I made a hypothesis 2.5 years ago, I came up with the idea of an expanding mantle plume getting out of hand below Australia or in the region of Australia. And I said back then that if this is true, you're going to see an increase in heat as well as earthquakes starting off with the perimeter of Australia. I then suggested the next area that should be considered would be the northeast corner of North America. But then there's the stress of keeping up with the PSYOP to continue to try and cover up what's really happening, to deny the existence of the binary system. Some men are just weak. They lose their family, their kids. They start drinking again. They start vaping. They start smoking. They turn beyond salty. They turn demonic against their fellow men and women. Such as in one live stream, someone asked during an SHTF event, would you shoot a mother with her baby or would you help her? And his response, quite angrily so, was, when my life, my children's life, and the lives of my fellow ranchers are at risk. And he said, I wouldn't test me. Would you shoot a mother and a baby, or would you help her? And he interpreted that to be a threat to him, his kids, and his ranchers, a mother and a baby. Would you shoot her? I shall digress for now. There's a reason why I'm tired. I haven't shaved, etc. Now, back in the end of 2018, going on to 2019, they found that the magnetic north excursion drastically accelerated. It scared them. It caught them off guard. Then the U.S. government shut down. Any guesses why? Then shortly afterwards, the pandemic, the substance which they already had on the back shelves, was already developed. It wasn't developed at warp speed, but they needed a reason to introduce the substance. Hence the dramatic fear porn-based virus and all the scary videos, the visualizations, the setups. And please understand, way back then, many people had no choice but to take the substance and then the booster. They needed the travel. They had to go see their families and other loved ones who were sick. They did not understand. A great many people fell for it. They had to travel, like my wife and daughter. After my wife's second shot, she had some cardiac differences. And now with the news and the reports of turbo cancers, including cancers in children. A turbo cancer is stage 4. Normally a cancer would start stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 terminal. They are now starting at stage 4, including in children, from the substance that people had to take. And then today, my daughter showed me a large clump of hair in her hand. She said, "Dada, this fell from my head." How long has this been going on? About a month. So this is the burden of knowledge, seeing the signs and understanding now the intent of the substance they introduced back in 2019 and 2020, and seeing how family reacts to it. But I don't turn into a salty, demonic person. I don't start drinking and vaping and smoking. I can't say it on YouTube, what I would do to those persons responsible. But let me tell you the name of the drill sergeant in my boot camp. His name was Sergeant Killam. I'm not shitting you. K-I-L-L-E-M. Sergeant Killam. I better stop there before the YouTube algorithm hears about Sergeant Killam. No shit, that was his name. You know how tough it was in the Canadian Armed Forces back in the 70s? Late 70s. In my platoon, boot camp is 3 months and then another 9 months combat arms. In boot camp, in my platoon, we started off with 150 original. Out of the original 150, we only graduated 89. Some are tough and they survive. They can handle it. Others, no. They act tough. The ones who act tough, they're the ones who are not going to make it. Anyway, as much as I need my YouTube revenues, I'm going to be losing a lot because I'm probably not going to be here. I got to watch my daughter even closer. You people need to watch out what's going on around you. I was driving today, and the conditions were 17 degrees Celsius, overcast, slight rain, no wind. Almost exact like it was in Edinburgh, Scotland, at Arthur's Seat. Fire, volcano. Yes, I know they say, it was a small portable barbecue. Look at the videos again. Multiple points of fire, separated fire, just smoke going up, smoke going up, smoke going up. It's not like what you see in the fires in places like California where the flames are blowing up the hill, and there's one big long light. It wasn't like that, man. How many small personal barbecues started that fire? 20, maybe? You gotta start paying attention to yourselves, what's going on. I gotta start paying attention to my daughter. Thinking about Sergeant Killam. Stay away from the frauds and the spooks. Don't be so consumed about all the media hype on everything. Long alien self-propelled spaceships coming in. Oh, aliens are here and they want to help us after the disaster. Why wouldn't they want to help us before or prevent or tell us beforehand? Huh? Bullshit. Con artists. Psyops. Spooks. Mentally unbalanced. Demonic pieces of shit who would kill a mother with a baby. That will be all.